YouTube? It's your boy Greg, back again with another video. On this channel, we talk about fragrance related topics. So if there's something that you're interested in, please consider hitting that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every single time I upload. So today, this video is gonna be about 7 fragrances that have been forgotten. They're classics. You know, they came out probably the 90s, early 2000s. And you know, over time, fragrances come out every day, every week, every month, every year. So there's something new almost every day. But I feel these fragrances that I have today are still standing the test of time. I just feel they have been forgotten. And so today, my objective is to go ahead and remind you guys of these gems, guys. And not only are these classics that have been forgotten, but they're also cheapies. So, you know, these are very affordable. Most are easy to find. So let's go ahead and dive into this list. First on the list is JAIPUR HOMME EDT. I probably butchered that name, but oh well. So with this one, you're getting sweetness. This is what I would consider to be an authentic fougere barbershop style type of fragrance. It does have some spiciness. It definitely does have some sweetness. I believe that it has vanilla and cinnamon, and it does have some citruses up top, but you're mostly going to get that cinnamon and that vanilla. There is some cardamom up top, and it is a bit prominent, but it's not like an overwhelming cardamom. It's really nice, really mellow, but you know, as it starts to dry down, it does get more sweet. You do still get that spiciness, and it's somewhat of balsamic resonance vibes going on in this one as well, guys. This is what I would consider a nice, sweet, classic fougere type of fragrance. I believe this came out in maybe the mid to late 90s. I'm not sure, but in my opinion, this is still standing the test of time. This is an amazing fragrance, and I feel like you guys should go ahead and, you know, go out there and check this one out if you haven't. And if you have this in the back of your collection, you definitely need to go ahead and pull it back out, because this is an amazing fragrance, guys. So if you haven't tried this, please do. Very affordable, around 20 to 30, maybe 40, 50 bucks. It's not gonna break the bank. So again, JAIPUR HOMME. All right, so the next fragrance that's on the list today is Lolita Lempicka Au Masculin. So this one is probably the hardest one to find on this list. I found mine on eBay. Someone was getting rid of it and it was a great price, so I picked it up. However, I do still feel this is floating around out there. I will link down below wherever I can find it, but let me go ahead and tell you about this one. So let me tell you, up top, this is sweet, but it takes that sweetness in a different direction. And it's mostly licorice up top. Like, you're really getting that licorice note up top. And I must say, if you don't like a licorice note or anything that's licorice, you might not like this fragrance. But let me tell you, you have to give this one a chance, because as it starts to dry down, it gets more sweet. It gets a little bit vanillic, kind of gets a little bit of booziness going on. And it also has that almond note, which is kind of giving it a sweet creaminess. I'm telling you, when this dries down, it becomes an amazing, pleasant fragrance. But I will warn you, that first hour to hour and a half, you're definitely going to get a strong licorice note, but it smells amazing. And I definitely feel like if you have this in your collection, you definitely need to go ahead and pull it out and give it some wearing. If you haven't checked this one out, I'll definitely link down below wherever I can find it so you can. All right, so the next fragrance we're going to talk about is an extreme classic. I feel like this fragrance has been in every guy's collection, man, for years and years and years. And the fragrance that I'm talking about is Curve. Now, I know most of you have smelled this or probably had 2 or 3 bottles of this. This right here is what I consider to be one of those easy, dumb reach type of fragrances. It's fresh. It does have a little bit of greenness in there. It has slight sweetness, but not too much. It's just, you know, yeah, fresh, clean, easy to wear, slightly woody. You know, like I said before, little bit of sweetness going on, but not too much. It's more on the, you know, fresh, citrusy, green side. You know, kind of like a shower gel vibe. That's kind of what you get with this one. Just clean, fresh, easy to wear. And this is something that I feel could be worn at any time. I feel like you can dress this up, you can dress it down. And not only that, it's very affordable. I feel like this one is maybe in that $20, $30 range, maybe even cheaper. Like I said before, I'll definitely link down below where you can find this one. But yeah, guys, so if you've forgotten about Curve, go ahead and reach in the back of your collection and pull it back out. Give it a full wear it. And if you haven't checked this out, which I would definitely be surprised if you haven't, go ahead and purchase a bottle, maybe 20-30 bucks, and enjoy it, because this is an easy to wear fragrance. I would actually say that it's signature scent worthy, but the only downfall to this one is the performance. But go ahead and spray more. Spray about 10-15 sprays and you're good with this one. I don't really think you can overspray this one, so don't be afraid to go ahead and put 8 to 10 sprays on, guys. If that's too much, just go ahead and reapply throughout the day, because it's a great fragrance, and I would hate, for the performance to kind of stir you away. It's cheap. You can buy 2 bottles, take one with you when you go, and where you can reapply as you go. All right, so the next fragrance we're going to talk about is from the house of Davidoff. Davidoff Cool Water. And this is another one that I feel everybody has had or have in their collection. This one right here is a little bit more fresher than that other one. This one has a little bit more character, it's a little bit more mature. It's green, it's aquatic, it does give you that cool water vibe, but this is what people consider to be like a dupe or a clone or whatever you want to call it of Green Irish Tweed from the House of Creed. Now, I feel that these two are very close. Yes, that one is going to have a little bit more quality, but for 15, 20, 30 bucks, guys, you can't go wrong. If you on a budget and you can't afford Green Irish Tweed and that's a fragrance that you really enjoy, definitely go ahead and get Cool Water. This will suit you right. Again, it does have performance issues, but it's a cheap fragrance, so you can buy you a big bottle, you can buy 2 bottles, and just reapply as you go through the day. Now, this one, like I said, it is aquatic, it is green. It does kind of have like a musky vibe going on, and then as it starts to dry down, it gets somewhat of a creamy sweetness, which I believe is coming from amber and sandalwood, but it's not a sweet fragrance. It's definitely not that. It's a fresh, green aquatic type of fragrance. Just imagine walking at the park and just looking at the water and the green trees and things of that nature. That's kind of the vibes that this gives you. Just a nice crisp sunny day outside, you put some on like this, man, it just really brightens up the day. And I will say this is signature scent worthy. This is something that I feel can't be worn dressed down or dressed up. You can wear this at any time, and if you go heavy on the sprays, you could probably even wear this in the fall and even winter time if you choose to do so. But this is definitely a fragrance that I would consider to be, a warm weather type of fragrance. However, I feel if you go heavy on the sprays, you could probably pull this off, in the fall seasons. All right, so the next fragrance we're gonna talk about is definitely a classic in my opinion. This fragrance smells amazing, especially for the price. And the fragrance that I'm talking about is from Sean John, Unforgivable. Yeah, so most of you probably know this fragrance to be pretty much a clone or very similar to Millesime Imperial, also from the House of Creed, which is an amazing fragrance, one of the best sellers, very popular fragrance. That one is said to smell kind of like salty marine, with some watermelon vibes in it. I personally don't get the watermelon, but I do get kind of like that marine saltiness and some citruses, through in and out that fragrance. And that's basically what you're getting with this one. You got a lot of citruses up top. It does have some rum, which is kind of giving it a slight light booziness, but it's not as prominent. But with this one, you're getting some woodiness and you're getting some citruses. And this one right here is probably the more elegant one out of all the ones that I have presented to you today. I feel like this one is definitely suit and tie worthy. However, you can definitely put on a white t-shirt and some jeans and rock this as well. That's kind of what's going on with all of these fragrances. You can wear them anytime, any day, whether you're dressed up or not. You could definitely pull up all of these fragrances. Now again, for my guys who are not trying to spend that pretty penny for Millesime Imperial, because Creed is very expensive, this is definitely a great alternative. I get amazing performance from this one. So this is one that I wouldn't really say that you're going to struggle when it comes to the performance, but this is definitely a great scent. Like I said again, it does have a little bit of booziness, but it's more woody and citrusy, guys. So if you have this in your collection, go ahead and pull it back out and give it some full wear. And if you haven't checked this one out, go ahead and pick it up, guys. Please do. So we're down to the last two, guys. And this next fragrance is what I would consider to be an extreme classic, man. Like, this was one of the fragrances that started that sweetness when it comes to fragrances for men. This was one of the first sweet fragrances that men could actually wear with confidence and get compliments and know that they smelling good. And that fragrance is from the house of Paco Rabanne, the original 1 million. With this one, you're definitely getting some sweetness, and up top it does have some citrus vibes going on. And I actually feel like the citrus vibes is actually from the top and to the bottom. I feel like it gives this fragrance a very, very well balanced scent character, because it is sweet, but it's not like an overbearing sweet to me. Some people will say that, yes, this is kind of sickening sweet, but to me it's not. I feel like that touch of citrusness is really giving this fragrance a nice, well-balanced scent character. So yeah, that sweetness is coming from that amber. It does have some cinnamon in it. It does have some green notes in it like patchouli. I'm really not getting much of that. What I'm mainly getting is that amber, I'm getting that cinnamon, and I'm getting the citrus vibes up top. I believe this does have rose as well. I'm definitely not getting any rose at all in this one. It does have a little bit of spiciness going on. It's more of a smooth, sweet, citrusy type of fragrance in my opinion. I feel like this fragrance was once loved and now is somewhat hated. I don't understand why. This fragrance is still good, even though it came out a while ago, even though there's many flankers to this one. Guys, this is the original, and it still smells good. So go ahead and pull this out, dust it off, and go ahead and give it a full wearing, man. This is still good stuff, man. I'm telling you, if you was to take this and put it in another bottle, put another name on that bottle, people will buy this up. So if you got this, go ahead and give it a full wearing, guys. Stop neglecting this good old 1 million. So last but not least, this is my favorite out of the entire list. This fragrance right here have you feeling some type of way, and it's none other than Bvlgari Aqua Marine. Man, just look at the color of that juice, man. I'm telling you, the way that this bottle looks, that juice, that's exactly what this fragrance smells like. This right here smells like you're on a beach with some nice white sand, and it's just clear blue water, man. And I'm telling you, there's just dead silence. The only thing you can hear is the water, man. Just hear that water flowing, land on that sand. Not like no chairs, no nothing. You just land on that white sand, listening to that nice breeze blowing that water to and fro. I'm telling you, this right here really, really puts you in such a good calming vibe, guys. It's aquatic, it is oceanic, you know, it does have that water vibe, and it's somewhat sweet. It's not like a sickening sweet, it's not like a, you know, chocolate type of sweetness. It just has the right balance of sweetness that's blending with that aquaticness. Because to be honest with you, I tend to not like fragrances that are too aquatic, and this one kind of leans in that direction. However, the citrus and the citrus vibes that you get up top and that sweetness that's blended in very well gives it such a nice vibe. It has somewhat of a greenness vibe, which I believe is coming from seaweed. I'm telling you, this right here is such an amazing fragrance, and I don't really hear many people talk about Bvlgari Aqua Marine, which is an amazing fragrance, guys. So I'm telling you, if you haven't checked this one out and you like fragrances that are kind of, you know, beachy vibe, kind of, you know, out and about at the park, maybe doing a walk, maybe even just going fishing, you know, enjoying a vacation or anything like that, man, this is the one for you. You know, this gives good vibes, good feelings, and it smells amazing. Performance is very good, and honestly, not many people talk about this, so you're gonna stand out, and not many people around you are going to be wearing it. So if you go to the beach, you go to the park, you go to the lake, go ahead and put this on, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna be smelling great and amazing. So I tried to rush through that. I got some things I gotta do, but I hope that this video was enjoyable for you guys. If you have any fragrances in your collection that you feel have been forgotten but are still standing the test of time, I would love for you to go in the comment section and just list 1 or 2 or 3 fragrances that you feel have been forgotten and they are still standing the test of time. Alright, so I want to say thank you for giving me a few minutes of your time. If you liked the video, go ahead and give your boy a thumbs up. And that's it. Take care. Peace.